Welcome back, dear students. Thank you very much for joining me again in today's session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the rectangle tool, ellipse tool, and star tool. By the way, rectangle tool and ellipse and star tool comes with a group of further tools. Let me discuss each and everything one by one. So rectangle tools comes with the shortcut key, and that is F6. You click here, and here is the rectangle, and you can create whatever the type, either this, maybe this, or at any angle you can create. Further, if you're interested to create exactly the square, means height and width should be equal, just press the control key, and then you can drag. It will be exactly equal to whatever the size. The other way could be just simply delete this one, click here and click here and drag, and then you can just go and change the height and width. That is one by, let's suppose, one, and you just press enter, and here we go, almost exactly the size, the square size which we're interested. So there are two ways. One is with the help of control key, shortcut key is, and then there's a manual way of creating the square. Then there is another way. Let me delete this one. Let me bring this back here. Let me show you. There's another tool that is available under this rectangle tool, and that is the 3-point rectangle. Very, very interesting tool, and I love to use this type of tool very much. How can I use it? Simply click, drag to any angle, whatever you are interested. Let's suppose I'm interested in this angle, and then you release the click, and then you can drag it, and this square would be the rectangle would be of that angle, right? So this is pretty much handy once you are creating variety of different type of shapes with the help of this tool. So let's move on to the next tool, and that is the square tool. The shortcut key is F7. Simply you click and drag of any shape of the ellipse or the circle you can create. But if you're interested at any moment of time that you're trying to create exactly the height and width equal shape, then you have to simply, without releasing the click, you just press the control key, and then you can drag. It will be absolutely exactly the same whatever you are interested in the size. So further you can do, simply go to this and you can manually one by one, let's suppose one by one size, manually I press and click here, enter, and here is the almost the exactly the same size which you were expecting. The same goes to this also. I mean, the next tool, that is 3-point ellipse tool, is exactly the same as it works in the square. So you click here and you can drag, and then here we go. So have a look at this. So that is the angular shape, which actually in fact gives you a lot of ease to create any type of tree or any type of shape that you want. Simply click again, and here is the shape which you're interested. So this is pretty much handy, pretty easy to create. And then if you're interested to further move it, simply click in the center and you can rotate this type of shape into any other shape, right? So that's how you can play with the ellipse or the circle tool. The next tool which comes into this category is the polygon tool. Simply click here, and here is in the top. Here it actually asks you to create, specify the sides or the points. Let me click again to 6, 7, or maybe 8, and here is the 8 uh, corners type shape that will be created. So that is pretty much simple, pretty handy to use. And instead of this, here are multiple other tools that are also available. That is star, for example. As you can see, there's a star. Again, you select and you just manually add as well as to delete the points or sides. Let me go to this time 10 sides, and here we go. It was by default 5, and you can manually change this to 10 as well as to 4. But you have to, before creating this, you have to change specify the size. Let's suppose I'm interested in 3, or to quite obvious that it will be like a Mercedes Benz type of logo. And these are the very basic things to start up with. And in the next tool, we will be discussing, rather in this tool, we can discuss the basic shapes. Basic shape tool, you click here, and here is in the properties panel, here as the preferred type, which are already built and available. And we discussed the same in another video also. You can click on the arrow shapes and you can use any type of arrow. Click here and apply that. Simply click here, and here we go. Right, so simply it's exactly like a flowchart diagrams. And then the banner shapes, very much interesting banner shapes that are preset available. You can select any of them and you can use them into your projects. The last thing is the call out shapes. Call out shapes means things like this, whenever you are trying to specify that the details of this specific topic, that you can use with this. So I hope with this 1, 2, 3, 4 tools, you can create any type of shape, whatever you desire. Hopefully in the next session we'll be discussing very interesting tools that relates to some other more helpful tools. So hope to speak to you soon, and up till then, take care of yourself and